Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Legends of Valcia episode. My computer is muted because everyone is still having a different conversation on Skype, but you can hear me. What are we on? Session 14? Are we on our 14th session of this campaign tonight? That is completely insane that we have been doing this for that much time. But yeah, we're here. It's time to play some D&D. We've got the usual band of misfits. I am Llama Chomp. I'll be playing Harbeck Iron Fist. He is the mighty dwarven monk who likes to be shaped like barrels of beer because it reminds him of beer, which is great. Right above me is Eversor.
Hi, I will be playing Brieg, the crazy gnome that we are slowly discovering may or may not be a reincarnated god.
And right above him is Babs.
Hey, I'm Babs. I'm playing Din, the ranger that was raised by wolves, and this will be my second broadcast from my actual home address. Woo!
You have one of those?
What is this wizardry?
I know.
Right across from me in the far corner is Useless.
I will be playing Rogar, the fire-breathing dragonkin cleric.
And above him is Flick.
I will be playing Tabarin, the attention-grabbing swindler with a wardrobe of disguises and library of magic.
And last but certainly not least, in the far opposite corner from me, way up there, is Lolash.
I'm the DM and I try and kill the party. And that very well may happen this evening. Just saying.
You need to not be as good at killing us as you are.
Hey, I have not had the chance to...
He hasn't dropped anyone in a while.
Yeah, I've come close. I mean, like, Babs nearly got chomped by a frog.
We got really lucky last time that Flick took the Ranger perk and hit for exactsies every time he attacked anything.
Ranger best perk, absolutely. All right, we need to do a quick recap of exactly where we are in the campaign, what has been going on. Now, why don't we get that from Tabarin? Tabarin hasn't done a recap for a while.
All right, how far back are we going here?
Just the beginning of last session, so when you walked into the
Beginning
cave.
of last session. All right, we all decided that we would enter the mouth of the stone face as we entered in to some sort of cavernous dungeon, making our way through, getting creeped out by large stone spiders that tried to petrify some of us. And then not so successfully sneaking through, we came across some large humanoid giant and then argued with each other what we were going to do about not taking care of that giant as we got distracted by some treasure that wasn't treasure that then attacked us as the giant thing woke up and attacked us from behind and caused lots of problems. After we took those out, we found down another cavern a hidden wall in which there was some treasure and a drake that died all too quickly before it could devour any of us.
And that's basically where we're going to be starting off tonight. I'm sorry, I'm eating Skittles.
That sounds like the perfect amount of time
Taste the
in which to
rainbow.
die, actually.
Delicious.
You have to taste that rainbow. See Skittles. Sour Skittles as well. They're amazing.
Sour Skittles are one of those treats that I'll start eating and then it will start to hurt and I will continue eating.
I do the same thing. I should really buy smaller bags. All right.
But there's only a few left. I know it hurts, but
I
It's
would
worth
like to introduce the latest character in our D&D session. It is Orby, the camera crew.
Orby?
He is this Orby the camera crew. And he is going to be controlled by Llama. So whenever Llama is in a position not to see what's going on, he will control Orby. Yeah, there he is. Look at little Orby go.
Why can't I move him? Oh, I ran into a wall. That's why I
You
can't
ran
move
into a
him.
wall.
Because there's a hole there that I have to pilot through. I am a bad Orby pilot.
Okay,
Oh,
but,
look at him.
so
He's
yeah,
adorable.
Yeah, his little orb.
Can Orby be like the little floating guy on a cloud with the fishing hook and a camera?
Yeah, that's basically exactly how I picture Orby. Either that or as like a transparent ball of goo with a camera just stuck inside of it that levitates through the dungeon.
I like
Like
that
a
he has a name.
gelatinous cube, except for floating and
One of
spherical.
those creepy floating eyeballs from the labyrinth.
Actually, yeah.
Nope, I'm all alone on that one.
He's a beholder.
You remind me of the babe.
Yeah,
Anyway,
what babe?
so let's continue onwards. You found this room full of treasure, and there's too much to lug around a dungeon. Like, if you were to carry this stuff out, it would, it would weigh you down. You'd want a wagon or something to be able to shift this quantity of, artworks and little statuettes and gold and so on and so forth. And you had yet to decide what you wanted to do about it. You had discussed maybe trying to close the passage off with the button that concealed the wall, and coming back for it later on. What would you like to do, though? What's the? Let's take off from there. You've discovered the treasure, and you're trying to decide what to do next.
Well, it seems to me that the smart thing to do would be hedge our bets. So we should pick through it and find the most valuable things that we can carry with us, and then try to arrange to come back for the rest when we can.
Brig, I don't know if you've noticed, but you've really become the voice of reason. And I don't know if that speaks ill of the rest of us or good for you.
You could just follow everything that I say.
If this involves
That would make
burying
one
it
of
in
us
the ground
very
and having
rich,
it reappear
I think,
covered
Tabarin.
in mud.
I think we find if there's anything valuable, take it. Maybe grab a handful of gold and come back if we can make it later.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Are
I
there
want
any
to
weapons?
kind of.
Yeah, weapons, figurines.
There was nothing
Jewelry.
that jumped out. Yeah, there was nothing that jumped out as particularly interesting. Like nothing that jumped out as being obviously magical or anything like that. But there was, a
Nothing
collection
useful, like
there was a collection of
blue
like
swords.
decent weapons and
Better than the weapons I have now?
probably not, considering the weapons you're currently using, I believe, are magical.
I think so.
Yeah. So pretty much, I just want to like quickly kind of flip through it, looking for like gems and jewelry and smaller, more likely to be valuable portable goods to put in my pouch.
Okay. Let's say everyone do an investigation check as you sort through the loot. Everybody except for Babs, who doesn't understand wealth and is still terrified of mimics.
Yeah.
There aren't any chests in here. It's okay. There's no such thing as
There
mimic
are.
coins.
There are 2 chests. And I don't want any piles of gold. That feels like carrying around rocks. Why would I do that?
Yeah, that makes no
Because
sense.
shiny
Think of the
rocks
apples.
made of useless soft metal are the best rocks. And
Okay.
everyone but you wants them, so you can give them to those people to get good things.
Like
Like
more
apples.
apples, yeah. All right, so Brieg managed to secure himself around about 1,500 gold worth of gems and jewelry. Nothing exceptional in amongst all of that. Harbeck and Tabrin, both of you secured yourself about 1,000 gold worth of smaller items. A few platinum pieces in there, a couple of bits of jewelry. It adds up fairly quickly. And then Rogar, who was too busy cursing the drake thing on the ground that is apparently an abomination, only managed to snag himself like 1 gold bracer worth about 500 gold. But having picked your way through and feeling satisfied that you've collected a small amount of wealth, all of the stuff that's easily carried, what would the party like to do next?
I think there were
This
some areas
place
we
can
hadn't
do no harm.
just gone through yet, right? We were considering going through like first/second hall that looped together, but then drifted down here because someone got distracted?
I don't know who that would be.
So
You-
was there? Is there a way to close that door from the outside?
There's
Maybe.
a button on the wall, a hidden button that
All right.
Din
Well,
originally pressed.
So after everyone is out, I'm gonna hit the button and see if it recloses or if that is a one-time door.
It recloses, leaving a slight crack.
All right. So on our way out, I suppose we can come and weigh ourselves down with more fat loots.
Fat with a P. Definitely fat with a P.
Great.
Right.
Did you like the way that I said
he's
that?
an
in
OG
character?
rogue.
Yeah.
Or be the wonder camera. I have to move two things when I move.
You do have to do two things.
Before we continue
You might be
too
able to
much
just select them,
further,
though.
do we have like anyone have a healing spell they could drop on me?
I do.
I'm down a little more than 20.
Is that an order of the stick
Got
moment?
some of those.
that like
that was.
vague fourth wall breakery.
I was just reading Rasmuffin's comment.
That didn't help a lot.
Fap.
Fat with a P.
Fat with a P.
I didn't realize that's what kind of loot there was. I would have picked up, light paper loot instead of heavy metal loot.
I can make you a good berry. I don't know if that helps.
You can make him 10 good berries. It definitely helps.
can.
That's actually
But it
almost
takes one
always better than cure wounds.
10 good berries.
Yeah, that's 10 hit points. Your cure wounds is a D8 plus something. May or may not get to 10.
Yeah, but don't you feel like a glutton eating 10 berries?
Yeah, I wonder about the magical
But it's a
nature
full
of the fact that
ration.
they sustain you for a day.
Yeah.
Does that mean each berry is like 2,500 calories?
Mm-hmm.
It could be. You're gonna get super fat.
Okay, magical calories are different
That's
though.
fat with a T.
Maybe the
Tat?
fat calories will increase the power of my magic.
Is that a thing? I
No,
don't think that's a thing.
it's really not a thing.
Oh.
Magical calories aren't how you spend.
Anyway, there you go. There's some
Cool.
healing. Enjoy your berries.
Does anyone else want berries?
I'm good.
I'm gonna
Don't be
slowly
afraid.
munch on these as we go along.
Okay.
I think
I don't remember where we haven't been.
I
Up?
think there's something this way.
I think you're right.
I remember. These two lower ones connected. Or the two upper ones. Two of these connected around the back.
Right. And down one of them there was a giant that we should have killed and didn't.
What do you mean we killed the
Or rather-
giant?
Or rather we did, but not when it was apropos. I'm gonna roll a
Oh,
stealth
you and
check
your
as I
giant
continue down
slaying
this.
timing. It's dead.
going-
We're not.
I'm gonna sneak as I move down this narrow little hallway.
Okay.
Send
Too late.
Orby
I
the
already
Wonder
walked around
Camera.
We'll stop that.
Din sort of did push past and
Wow.
But you
Does
could
it
be
strike?
sneaky.
That's the
and
loop
walked
I
all
remember.
around it.
Does it strike anyone else that it looks like there should be something right here where Din is standing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm standing here.
I'm going to investigate that section of wall. Like this, with
I'm
investigation.
going to watch you investigate that section of wall. Maybe I will
Excellent
help.
choice.
Just looks like an ordinary section of cave wall.
Yep, I didn't help at all.
Why have you chosen that rock to feel up? There's nothing special about that one. Now this
Well,
rock
why
over
aren't you
here
filling up the
though.
rocks?
Yeah, that's the real
wandered
question.
off.
Why aren't you feeling up the rock?
Well, because these rocks are nothing special. Let me show you. I'll show you a special rock when I find one.
Okay. Did we go down here? Is this where we killed the thing? I feel like I'm lost in a cave. I'm better outside.
I don't think we've been this way.
Guys,
Let's send Brieg first. Get
Do
sneaky.
you have some? Yes.
I have to go.
Did you see something?
No, I have to go.
Like to the bathroom?
Nope. Like I have an important thing. My pack is in trouble and I have to go.
All right. Well, let's go.
Wait, how do you know?
I got lost. It's hard to explain, but I have to go.
Wait,
I don't remember where the door is. Somebody get me to the door.
It's this way. Follow me.
Where
Are we even
you?
sure that we can get back out the way we came in?
We came in that way.
Where did Harbeck go?
Isn't it right here?
That
Wasn't
is
this the entrance?
that is the entrance. As you get there, can I get a perception check from everybody, please? As you find yourself at the front of the entrance.
I
I'm so
almost
good
felt
at perception
performance
checks.
check. That was going to be the wrong thing.
Oh, I actually did. Only bad on that perception check.
Too bad. As opposed to negative, awful.
Yeah.
Tabrin and Din.
Yes.
Yeah, just Tabrin and Din. You clearly hear, floating down the corridor from up above, a language that you're familiar with, but I don't believe either of you speak. It's the language of the elves of Thacon.
Shh. Nobody move.
Brieg, elves of Thacon.
Are we going to have to kill them? I need to go help the wolves.
But where?
You can't help the
They're
wolves if you're
outside.
dead, lass.
Shh.
I step around that corridor and hide.
Harbeck whispers.
Harbeck doesn't whisper. Harbeck
I'm
never-
going out. I hope I made it.
You. So
I'm
you
behind
start
lots
sneaking
of
up the-
rocks. I know I'm hidden.
You start sneaking up the corridor. Slowly, trying to be very, very quiet. When you start to get higher up and you can see the exit to the cave entrance that you came in, there are elves quite clearly standing in front of the exit, as if to block it.
Oh,
There's no way you'll be able to sneak past them.
how many of them are there?
From where you're standing, you can see 4.
I have that many arrows.
Oh.
I'm feeling highly motivated.
I feel like I might be the only one who actually engaged these guys in combat.
There are only 2 people who actually know what the elves are capable of, and that's you and Brieg.
Yeah, and Brieg and I are hiding behind rocks because we know what the elves are capable of.
I'm just gonna. I figure they're bad, right? Last time we ran into them, they were bad.
Yes,
have
they
no
are
reason to
bad, but
believe
they
that
are
they're
also
going to be
badass. So the combination
nice
is
to me
not
this
really
time.
good.
As I'm somewhat following Din, I see that she's getting ready to fire. I'm gonna put my hand out and try and get her to lower her bow.
But I have to get to the wolves.
We will. Let's do this together. Come back. Let's figure out a plan.
You guys always take forever to make plans.
We're gonna have to move quick.
Brieg, I'm not very quiet, but could you whisper to Din that she can't help the wolves if she's dead?
I came back. I can hear you.
We've got to see if perhaps there's another way out of here. Have we explored the entire cave?
I don't have time to explore the entire cave. I have to go to the wolves. Can't we just talk to them or shoot them or something?
There
You
has
can
to be
try.
another.
Those are the only options. Talk
But
or
if they
shoot.
know I'm here, I will either be killed or imprisoned forever.
Some of
But
the
maybe
elves
if I
have
just
seen
go
me.
out there and I tell them that my pack is in trouble, maybe they will let me go help my pack.
So I don't know if these ones out there have seen me. And frankly, all elves look alike, so I'm not going to be able to tell if they're the ones I've seen. So I don't know
That's
that it's safe
racist.
for me to go talk to them. Well, have you seen? They're all just skinny little things with pointy ears. Every one of them, blonde and skinny. How are you
I'm a
supposed to
blonde,
tell them
skinny little
apart?
thing. What?
Have I ever told you why the elves took me?
No, I thought for a second you were going to tell me that you loved me. I don't have time for that.
You're a nice little girl, but I'm probably 40 years older than you. That's creepy.
Good. I was feeling weird about it too.
Um, but I was held in a place where they take what they call the mentally deviant. If you try to tell them that the wolves are your family, there's an above average chance they're going to think that you are mentally deviant.
But the wolves are my family.
I understand that, but I doubt they will.
I have
I
a
don't
wolf
think-
with me. He could vouch for me.
Think about what you just said, lass.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with Brieg being the voice of reason.
That's not reasonable.
Look,
He's quite right,
I'm
then.
telling you.
He's quite right.
Talking to them is not likely to work.
Then I'm going to have to shoot them. Here we go.
Let's try to find another way out first. Slow and alive is better than quick and dead.
What if we're quick and alive? Can't one of you make things blow up?
Roll initiative for me.
Brieg screams like a little girl.
My Brieg!
I get to do that. That's a free action, right? So I get to do that with outside initiative order.
Yeah, you could do that. Outside of initiative order.
Have you cleared initiative?
Yeah, all except Din, which I'm gonna trash now. So. So we have
Initiative, why didn't you roll?
Why didn't? There's Brieg. Yeah,
That was I actually got an 11 though. I think
13.
13. Yeah.
Who are we missing? Harvick.
Me. Yeah, I didn't have my token selected when I rolled initiative because I'm bad at this. Ooh! My Brieg's in trouble!
So yes, apparently, that is one way to get Harvick's attention.
So I was off kind of having this shout whisper conversation while I poked around the cave trying to find another way out. And then I just all of a sudden gave up whispering and yelped like a small.
Why did my turn order disappear? Very confused.
Everyone's
Design
there we go.
minimized it.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, so we're going to be starting with Harvick, but before we start with Harvick, I have a roll to make. What's your touch armor class?
Me?
Yes.
I am. Oh, I used to be quite dexterous.
Oh, right.
Crap.
We're so broken
would
right now.
be-
We need like a week.
Yeah.
It would be 12.
12. The thing you screamed at just reached out one of its wispy, dark, smoky hands, caressed the side of your face, and whispered the word, "Sleep." And you obey. You are currently unconscious.
Cool. If I stay this way for long enough, my dexterity should come back.
Okay, and Harvick, Your action?
Yeah, Harbeck is too far away. By a little bit. Wait, we can go.
Look
Oh!
more closely at you.
Oh, Harbeck's. But how am I going to help my Breek, who's just collapsed dead, apparently, if there's a thing in the way? That's troublesome.
Punch the thing in the way.
All right.
With much punching.
All of the punching. Is this taking up 4 squares? Is this thing that big?
Yep.
Great.
What you're seeing are huge humanoid-shaped specters made from black smoky wisps.
I have a great idea. Let's run outside.
But Breek's inside.
good idea.
He's behind this thing. Get out of the way, you. Harbeck does all of the punching.
Okay, I'm running outside. I feel like these will be a bigger threat to the elves than I am.
We gonna die. Because
What?
Breeg's unconscious.
Die,
And
that's-
can't tell Din that she's being stupid.
This is a good idea. You guys don't believe me, but this is a good idea.
All right, Harbeck tries to punch a
Breeg's
ghost because apparently that seems like a really
unconscious.
great
I
idea.
can't tell you why that's stupid.
So we're gonna attack the ghost a couple times, because
Yeah, waste
punching
mana.
ghost seems like a great plan. Get out of the way, ghost.
Your first punch connects quite firmly with their smoky frame
Yes.
and passes straight through.
Oh,
And the ghost chuckles at you menacingly. The second punch, it nimbly dodges out of the way of.
wait. Don't I have a? Do I have this thing yet? I don't. My unarmed attacks are not magical attacks yet. That is super unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate.
Well, they don't punch well. Okay. I suppose that I am done now. Science has been done. Don't try to punch them, it doesn't work.
We'll be skipping past Breeg. Din, your action.
I am leaving this cave
Tin.
You are
quickly. I'm running outside.
You're running outside? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. Din, no, there's. Oh, that's not good.
You couldn't punch them. What makes you think I'll be able to shoot them? I'm gonna make the elves handle it.
Well, bye.
Bye!
Next on the list is Rogar.
Okay. Sorry, I was looking at spells.
Yeah, Rogar's
Oh
probably
my
good at ghosts.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Rogar is probably good at undead thingies.
More than the rest of us.
One would think, but I don't remember, spells I have prepared are not totally in that domain, in that area. But I can cast Magic Weapon, and that should probably help. Cast time, 1 bonus action. So I will make my Warhammer magic and then attack.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at a message that was sent to me.
Oh, you're fine.
Yes, by all means, smack it in the face with your magical hammer of magicness.
Nice.
How's a 24 do?
It explodes into clouds of wispy smoke.
Wow, that made me look really elite. That's the best hammer hit I've ever had, ever.
Rogar, do that again.
Awesome.
And that would be the end of your action. Tabron?
I realize there's one right behind me and shoot it with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Hey, 27. Yeah, so 14 missed. 27 hit for 15 damage.
Yes, and pushes it 10 feet.
It doesn't push well. It pushes the remnants of it 10 feet. Poof. That one goes bye-byes. Harbeck.
Harbeck runs,
I'm
picks
gonna
up
go over here
Brieg,
and looks.
and runs.
You are running over, picking up Brieg, and then running. Where are you running to?
Back to, like, just as far as I can toward where the rest of the group is. Toward Rogar and his mighty ghost-slaying hammer.
All right. Yep. Okay. Cool. So the can you move that far?
I can move 35 feet in action. Yeah, I can move
Yeah.
that far. I don't know how much of an action it takes to lift someone bodily off the ground. So if I have to stop where Brieg is, that's fine. But that's what Harbeck is using all of as much as he can do this turn to try and do.
No, I'll absolutely allow you to pick up Harb. He's only little.
Yeah. So if
And you
it's
are
like a
quite
bonus
strong.
action to pick something up from the ground, that's what I'm
Yep.
doing, and I'm using my action to move and my move to move.
Okay. Yes. You are doing all of the moving. Yep. You'll manage to drag him back to here. And by drag, I mean lift him up by the back of his shirt. Kind of like a cat.
Mhm.
Is how I'm sort of seeing it right now. Just you've grabbed hold of his backpack and I just
Like his
trundling
heels are
along.
probably dragging in the dirt, and I'm just like running.
Something like that, yes.
Brieg, wake up! Wake up!
And then it is
Please wake up!
my turn again. Boop.
I don't get any like saves to see if I wake up at some point.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I have rolled that though.
Okay.
I am going to gently caress Harbeck.
Oh, that's nice. I think I might take a nap.
I'm going to guess an 18 will hit your touch armor class.
Yes.
Yes.
Rude.
And Brieg and Harbeck find themselves once again cuddling and sleeping.
It's a recurring.
Weirdest
It's a recurring thing.
I try to land under Brieg instead of on top. Just, if I have any control over how I fall asleep here.
You
That's the
probably do.
plan.
But yes, you get gently caressed on the cheek. Nap time. And Harbeck falls asleep. We're moving on to Rogar's turn.
All right. Oh, is that a space I can actually stand in? Am I like partway into a wall? Where they're both asleep, I can probably just get right over them, huh?
Yeah, you can just freely move.
Let's take another swing at this one, or a swing at this one. 18?
18 will hit for 11 total damage. Because magic second.
I think it's already adding that in.
Okay.
That 10 is with it added in.
10 is still... It's good enough. Poof! It explodes into a cloud of wispy black smoke.
Do I hear anything from Din, like down the hall?
So Din is running up the hallway. And then Din needs to check her chat.
Toward the exit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine.
That's what you heard from Din.
Then I skidded to a halt, and now I'm coming back, sort of grumpily.
I'll come back over here and seeing that, not being able to see any specters or ghosts or whatever they were, see what I can figure out in taking care of Harbeck or Brig. And that'll be my turn.
Brieg, about 12 seconds later, you wake up with a start.
Don't let those touch you.
They're gone.
Harveg.
And then Harbit wakes up.
Did I save him? I saved him. I think I saved.
Those,
Brig! Oh, Brig, you're not dead. Hey, I'm not dead.
those things.
Everyone's not
Those
dead.
things, they're hunters or something that the elves use them to track their quarry.
Wait, those are. Oh,
Those
well,
were the
hey,
elves?
Din's not dead. She
Those
didn't
are-
see the actual elves, I think. So that's good. Din, what'd you see when you went outside?
I didn't make it.
What
I was
happened?
running up the hallway. I didn't see anything. And then I came back to help you goons. Now can we go outside?
The elves aren't there in the entry.
Well, probably.
We just didn't see anything.
I didn't get that far. The elves have not left.
I think that my previous points still stand.
There's got to be another way out of here. Weren't there? Didn't you tell us 2 people came in here?
Uh-huh.
They haven't come out.
Maybe they turned into chests. It's entirely possible that we killed them.
It's much more likely that there's more to this cavern that we haven't seen yet.
Or another exit?
Perhaps including another exit. The more time we spend dithering, the longer it's going to take us to get out.
Okay, but didn't we go down all of the halls? Maybe
don't
the
know.
exit is up or down.
Do any of you speak Elvish?
I think I do.
Oh,
No, I can't even tell them apart.
Let's see. I do speak Elvish.
You do speak Elvish?
Yeah.
You heard a phrase.
Uh-oh.
It's not a good phrase. Bring it down on their heads.
I think that we should be searching for this other exit frantically.
Or we
Sounds
could
like
go out the one that we know where it is.
Do you know why they want to bring it down on our heads? Because they don't care if we
Music
die.
happened.
If we walk out there, they're
Time to
gonna
go.
die us. And not a colour, like a dead.
But do you guys hear the ominous music? I think it's time to go.
Is there ominous music? Why isn't my ominous music playing?
Right, go in, not out. Which way haven't we been?
Have you never
think
seen
this
a
one.
scary movie? You don't go in when the ominous music starts playing?
Did
No,
we
that's where
search-
the thing is. It's dead.
Hey, I've got an idea.
Oh no.
What?
Remember the Drake? There's no way he
Yeah.
fit through that tiny little door. There must be an exit out of there somewhere. Maybe we can go up and out.
All
It's worth a
let's
look.
try.
I'm just like sprinting down this tunnel.
I should really remove your status effect as well. 'Cause- there we go.
But I'm
He's wearing a black mask.
So I'm just gonna look like up on the ledge where the Drake was.
Okay.
Anything?
There's like what looks to be an almost vertical shaft. You can't see sunlight, but it does go up, and it goes up quite a ways.
How are we feeling about climbing?
Seems
It
like
goes
our
out.
only option.
Well, there is another option, but none of you like it.
The
I
other
like the
option's
option that's less likely
terrible.
to result in me dying.
I suggest we fetch the magic rope.
I love the magic rope.
Certainly, I think I have it
Din's
here. So I can take this rope 30 feet away, 50 feet away or something. So I'm just like questing up there with my mage hand to feel if I can find something to tie the rope to assist our climb for at least the first bit.
Doesn't look like you can. Remember, you did end up quite deep underground when coming into this cave. There doesn't seem to be anything like the shaft goes up a lot further than 30 feet. from what you
Right.
can tell.
How
Any kind of jutting rock or anything that you could tie a rope around?
how hard does the climb look like it's going to be?
It would be quite difficult. Not undoable, but for somebody less dexterous or somebody with significant dexterity damage, perhaps,
That would
it
be
might
me.
be quite difficult.
How circumference is this hole?
Big enough for the Drake. You can probably fit.
I was going to say, just Harvick probably doesn't even have to worry about climbing. He can just sort of wedge himself against the wall and
That's exactly what I was thinking. If Harbeck fits like a plug, I can just like wedge myself up there and keep scooting, and they can tie a rope to my foot, and I can just go. Harbeck, among
you-
of as many foibles as he might have, claustrophobia is not among them, and he's going to work on it.
I feel like this might be a terrible idea, but I don't have any better ones. So
So Harbeck is going to
using the
wedge his
dwarf
girth into the
baton,
hole,
using-
and then breathe in deeply to fill his belly with air so he sticks, and find handholds to pull up a few inches, and we're just going to work that way.
He's gonna do the worm all the way out of here.
How many ropes do we have?
I have one.
Uh,
And
I
there,
have
I have a
one.
couple.
so if we tie those together, we probably
I
have
have
like
a
90 feet of
grappling
rope.
hook.
If we use 10 feet to make a really good knot and tie around my ankle.
Do we still have all of those ropes? Like, wasn't all of our stuff stolen a while ago? Not that
No,
long
they
ago.
only stole the important stuff, like the
Yeah,
box.
we got it back.
yeah, they didn't
Yeah.
steal. They didn't steal anything. Like they
Just the box.
just
Oh,
took.
it was a more
well,
specific ransacking. I had
Yeah.
thought that it was a little more broad than that. My bad.
Okay, so if you think that you can get out,
Wait, I have an idea. What if we tie the rope to the end of one of my arrows and I'll shoot it up there?
What are you going to hit?
how
I don't know, outside, hopefully. And then it'll be stuck to an arrow, and then we can climb up that. It always works
let me
in the
see.
movies.
Let me see one of your arrows.
Okay.
I'm gonna break it. Go.
What?
Do you see why that won't work?
Why would you do that?
To demonstrate a point.
But I need those.
Harbeck makes a climb check.
Here, you can have one of mine.
Harbeck has started climbing.
Harbeck is climbing as best he can.
And
I'm
doing
gonna
it-
give
I'm gonna tie rope to his foot.
Harbeck, take this grappling hook up with you.
Lad, that's a great
Use it.
idea. Tie it to my ankle.
Harbeck
and I'm
starts
gonna
to
go-
climb up.
Is there a way to close this like secret door from the inside?
Yes, there is a button.
I'm going to push said button so we are closed in here, and if the elves decide to come down, they won't find us. Maybe? Question mark.
Harbeck, you've made it about 30 feet up the shaft.
Great, what do I see? I can see
More shaft.
just, okay. And as far as my
Shaft.
dark vision goes, there's just more
Yep.
shaft.
There's at least another 60 feet up above you.
Great,
When
and
he runs out of rope, I'm just gonna tie another one to the end of that rope.
Okay.
yeah, I'm just going to keep doing the Harbeck up the hole.
Roll me another climb check.
Uh-oh.
Do the hard bit.
Those were in the wrong order.
They were in the wrong.
This one's gonna be a 50-foot rope, assuming he continues his upward motion.
It starts to become a little bit more of a struggle. The hole seems to be getting a little bit wider, and it's a little bit more difficult to climb.
How high up is he?
Okay.
Right now, about 50 feet.
So I am wedged pretty tightly in here. What are the chances I can reach my flask belt and drink a Red Bull?
Yeah, I reckon. Oh,
You know, you kind of wedge yourself like feet and back against the wall, and you could use your hands at least a little bit.
yeah, I reckon I'll let you get away with that. I'll
Great.
let you drink a Red Bull.
I'm going to drink a Red Bull and have advantage on my athletics checks.
Fantastic.
And we're going to keep going.
Roll me another save.
Hey, one of those dice was good, which is all that matters.
21. You continue up another 30 feet. Another length of rope. Still, all you can see above you is more of the same. It also seems to be widening out. Not
Uh-oh.
substantially yet, but it does seem to be getting wider. for at least another 60 feet above you. Almost like a large cone.
How
Like a
much
disc
rope
now.
do you have? We've got at least 60 more feet.
I have another
think-
50 feet.
I think all told we have roughly 200 feet worth of rope. So minus knots, maybe 180.
I'll keep on keeping on then. Ooh.
Nice.
24.
Harbeck
turns
realizes
into a
it's
monkey.
easier to climb when you're not stuck in a hole exactly your same girth.
Harbeck continues to climb. He manages to gain another 40 feet.
See anything yet?
Nothing yet.
All right, keep it on.
When we run out of rope, I have fishing line.
Well,
That
if it's 50-pound test, then I can get out.
That's all that matters.
So I'm looking
Then you
now
can buy some more
for
rope.
a place for everyone else to like stop and hold on while I carry the rope higher up if we're running out of rope. Is there anything like that, or is this just like a round? Like there's nowhere that I can set up. Like you guys wait here while I go deploy more rope.
It looks like a giant sinkhole,
Okay.
is what it looks like, but through rock. Almost like something burrowed through here. It's actually a little disconcerting now that you think about it. Roll me another athletics check. And while you're at it, roll a perception check.
Uh-oh.
Those are the worst checks.
The perception check might be the explanation for the bad athletic checks. Athletics check. Guys,
You don't hear anything.
I think
you
I
don't
just
see
failed the
anything.
perception check. Be careful down there.
Don't worry if you slip, we've got that rope tied to you.
That's the brig I love. You put the magic one on top,
don't-
right?
Rope's magical.
That's not how rope works. Alright.
I just know you tie a rope to people when they climb, right? You got this.
Is there anything up here to tie off to? Speaking of being like way up a thing.
No, it's literally like... How do you explain this? Have you ever seen like a mole's tunnel?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how it's basically smooth?
Mm-hmm.
They managed to dig almost like a perfectly circular, cylindrical tunnel. Yeah, that's basically what you're going up through, except it's tapering out slightly.
Okay, and I still can't see a top.
No, you still can't see a top. You can't see or hear anything besides the cavern around you now. You can't see your friends, you're too high up, you can't see the top. You're just in this void, this dead space, this center of the cylinder. But what you can perceive is a slight rumbling.
Like
You can feel it
the,
in the
sto-
walls.
the stones are moving.
Yeah.
We all gonna die.
Oh, they were gonna bring it down on our heads. Well, I hope there's nothing above my head. I guess I just keeping.
So you said when we looked up that shaft, we saw sunlight. It's still just like distant light.
Mhm.
This is unfortunate.
If this is
Everybody get
coming-
ready to catch a dwarf.
If this is coming down on us, hopefully the shaft will hold and
We'll all
we could
be
just
in the tiny
stand
little
within
hole.
the. Yeah. I mean, it's better than getting crushed under millions
Or
of tons
we could
of
run out the
earth.
front door. We know where that is.
Harbeck,
Yeah.
you start
Whatever's
to slip and
powerful enough to
slide.
bring
It's
it down.
very hard. Very, very hard to grip hold of the edge of this tunnel.
Okay. What about
What?
like the chimney approach where you wedge your feet and push with your back? Like am I?
The vibrations are causing your legs to... Like, have you ever stood on something that's vibrating?
No,
You've never stood on something that's vibrating.
no, but
Like one of those vibration machines. It makes your muscles just turn to jelly. It's really, really difficult to maintain any kind of like output of strength on something that is vibrating.
okay.
And the vibrations are becoming more intense. You can see sunlight.
Oh, hey. Well, up is closer than down, so up we go. How much more rope do you have down there? Are you out yet?
We've got one more.
Yeah, you've got about 50 feet of rope.
Am I
It's
going to
about-
make it? Like, is the sunlight close enough that they're going to still have rope?
Probably not.
Okay. Better to have rope up here at the shaky hard part than down there at the easy part, I guess. Up we go. But
Oh,
dice,
dear
though.
me.
But dice.
Seriously, that was three checks in a row that the dice just did not love you.
Yeah, I don't think I made any progress that time.
You made a small amount of progress, only about 10 feet,
Okay.
but you are getting closer to the surface.
All right, just got to keep pushing. Ooh,
That'll do.
Harbeck runs out of the hole.
You manage to climb most of the rest of the way.
Okay.
However, as you get closer and closer to the surface, roll a perception check.
Oh.
You're
No.
gonna hear elves. They're gonna be
I
raging
perceive
up there.
nothing. I'm too busy untying the grappling hook from my foot so I can throw it out the hole. Unless a 9 or a 6 passes the perception check.
Does not pass the perception check. Yes,
You
Tabard.
did not perceive thunder.
Tabern's digging through his magical source pack, pulling out random ingredients and things, and he starts casting a spell none of you are familiar with, doesn't cast it all that often, and attempts to cast it on Harbeck.
Is he going to cast Eldritch Blast and just punch him the last 10 feet up in the air?
No.
I was going to say, you could absolutely double Eldritch Blast him the last 40 feet.
We're going to start with this here.
Don't I need like a garbage can lid underneath me to make this a safe thing to try and do?
Yeah, to
Is
make
it your butt
That's-
about the size of a garbage can lid?
Right,
That's
but that
successful.
still hurts me.
Alright. A small amount of energy rushes up to Harbeck, and Harbeck hears just a whispering of magical incantation that seems to give him a little bit of extra invigoration as he continues to climb up. You get an extra D4 on your next check.
Ooh. All right.
Speaking of which, I'm going to need one of those.
Yeah. The question is, am I going to climb the rest of the way out or just throw the grappling hook and hook the rope? I'm just going to climb the rest of the way out. I'm invigorated. Here we go.
19!
What's a D4?
What's the D4?
22.
22! You climb up and you reach the surface. A rocky outcropping in the jungle. It's kind of like a sinkhole. Exactly what you picture as just a hole straight down into the rock.
Okay.
And as you reach up, grunting and groaning, swing a hand, a big dwarven hand, over the edge of the lip, and pull yourself up, glancing over the edge, sunlight streaming in. You see the glint of polished chainmail and a long curved sword, and a familiar voice saying, "It's been a while." And as you look up, you see the face of a particularly recognizable elven man.
Great. Give me a hand there. If you would. I've got a bit of a struggle getting out of this hole.
He just stands there and looks at you, a smirk on his face.
Fine, I'll do it myself. Climb out of the hole.
As you attempt to climb out of the hole and pull up
Just
your other hand and put it on, he stomps firmly down on the hand that's holding you then.
Well, that's not at all what I meant by help. But I guess I can't fall back in. That's good. Keep trying to just climb it out.
Grab his leg and chuck him down here. I'd like to have words
We'll
with
feed
this
him to
elf.
these chests.
If the fall doesn't kill him, we will.
You take 3 points of damage.
On my hand?
Yeah.
Oh, it's on now. I'm getting a hold of his leg.
Grapple.
You're going to attempt a grappling check.
I have a grappling hook.
Ow.
I'm going to put it on his ankle, and I'm going to shout, pull on the rope.
I hope we can still reach it. Did we have enough
I'm
rope for
gonna-
this adventure?
Then I'm going to tell Rogar to toss me up to where the end of the rope is so I can pull on.
That's gonna
Great,
help.
50 pound weight on the end of a rope.
Well, I can get it, and that will give us another
Wait, so-
4 feet of
okay.
length. And then
Am I
somebody can
aware that
jump
they
up.
can't reach the bottom of the rope?
You could probably toss both of us.
Yeah, remember they told you how much rope was left,
Okay.
and you guessed how much distance there was. So yes, it's unlikely that they would be able to pull on the rope.
Good. Then I put the grappling hook on his ankle, and I just let go and hold onto the rope, and I'm going down the hole.
Please don't die.
Well, he's thick, hopefully it'll like slow him down, and then he'll just end up like wedged at some
Well,
point.
if you won't help me up,
Friction.
I'll help you down.
Where he-
Do we need
Roll!
to pull out the physics and hit him with a couple Eldritch Blasts as he's coming down?
Slow him down a little bit.
That's science. Can I get a improvised attack roll? I guess.
Oh, really?
With the grappling hook.
I mean, he's not expecting it, right? I'm just hooking it on his ankle. He thinks I'm
Yeah,
helpless.
Red
He's
Bull.
standing on my hand. Improvised attack roll. Do I even have this as a thing?
Probably not.
No.
It's just base attack and strength modifier.
There might be something about.
I think it's
20 plus 3 plus strength mod.
a disadvantage as well with an improvised.
Let me see what I can find. Improvised weapons. See under weapon. Weapon. Improvised. 147. An improvised weapon can be any object you can wield. It might be something like a table leg that you should just treat as a club. An object that bears no resemblance to a weapon deals 1d4 damage. If the character... nothing about disadvantage, just you're not proficient with them. So, no proficiency bonus.
Okay.
How do I turn off... There we go. Turn off proficiency bonus. Nine. I really just want to hook it on his leg. I just want to put it. Just put it. Like he's the rock.
You're also dangling.
Well, yeah, but he's got my hand pinned, so my other hand is free to just do this. Like, just this.
Yeah, but he's also free to lift up that leg so it's out of the way.
Which is exactly what he's going to be doing. So, as you swing the grappling hook at him, trying to hook it around his leg, he is startled and shocked that you would attempt such a thing, and promptly jumps backwards.
Improvised thrown weapon?
Your hand is free.
20 feet is the range on an improvised thrown weapon.
Bludgeoning, probably. Did you throw your shoe at him?
No, the grappling hook! I missed with the grab, so I'm gonna throw it! This is a good plan and it's gonna work!
My plan was better, I'm just saying.
No one expects the Dwarven Inquisition! Let's get him!
Aren't grappling hook's pointy?
On the return end.
Yeah, that's the best part of this. Like you're just.
I just need to get it
like,
past him so I can hook him. I just want to hook him.
Here's the funny thing.
He goes, what?
This is what I'm going to do because this is what makes sense in my mind. All right.
Fair enough.
You've just missed throwing the grappling hook at him.
Great.
Okay. Which is exactly what you want to do with a grappling hook.
Yes.
Right.
Because just hitting him with the grappling hook isn't going to do anything. So you just missed, which means the grappling hook has flown past him.
Perfect.
You are also, because of the nature of him lifting his foot, falling backwards.
Exactly what I wanted.
Okay? So what I'm going to do...
I can't believe this is working.
I'm so excited for what is about to happen.
What I'm going to do is I am going to roll 1d2. And this is going to... I'm going to do it... I'm
One for
gonna do
left
it
leg,
open.
2 for right leg.
No. 1 for he manages to get out of the way, and 2 for he does not. Are you ready? I'm about
I'm
to roll.
ready.
So ready. Flip that coin.
2.
2.
No!
Oh.
That's a 1.
So,
It skitters harmlessly across the ground, and Harbeck starts to plummet down the shaft.
I catch
can
myself.
I catch on to anything while it's skittering?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
We'll find out when we return with the next episode of Legends of Valcia.
Oh, how do we time these so perfectly?
This one is the most literal cliffhanger we've had.
We are going to take a short 3-minute break, guys, so that there's a cut for YouTube and so that we can all refill drinks and things like that. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some more Legends of Valcia. I'll see you
We
shortly.
continue laboring under the illusion that at some point these are going to get on YouTube.
They will. They will. I just have the one to catch up that I can't export directly, and then I can start exporting them like not a loser. But yeah, these will be on YouTube eventually, as soon as I don't know.
I'm just
But
kidding.
yeah, we'll see in about 3 minutes.
They are.